Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at some of the upgrades that I've made to my SMLRO S11. This is a bike that I've had for a while. I have reviewed it, and one of my biggest complaints with this bike was the suspension, and so I went ahead and recently replaced the forks and the rear shock, as well as a few other components. I'll show you guys what I did, and then I'll bring you back and we'll go over each one of these components. The factory front forks on the S11 weren't that good. They had very little adjustment, and so I upgraded it to a 170 millimeter fork. This is near 7 inches of travel. It does have rebound, it does have preload, and I am able to adjust the compression with the amount of air that I put in this, because this is an air fork. And so between all those adjustments, I'm really able to fine tune it, and I gotta say, it's a much plusher ride. Having all these adjustments on the front fork was definitely worth the investment. The bike rides a lot smoother, a lot quieter, and it's a lot more comfortable for me to ride, especially on those long trails. Now, having this much adjustment, I'm able to really fine tune the suspension to my riding style and my weight, and that's really important to really maintain control over your bike in various different conditions. The factory shock on the S11 had a lot to be desired. It was pretty stiff, it had very little travel, and so I swapped it out for a coilover. This is 160 millimeter. It was near a direct fit. Really wasn't that hard to install at all, and this does have an adjustable spring here, so I'm able to give the bike the correct preload, and then it does have the rebound dampening, and so I can really kind of fine-tune this to how I like it and what's comfortable for me out there on the trail. I did go ahead and upgrade the light as well. This is a much larger unit. I think it fits the bike a little better cosmetically, and it seems to work just fine with the front fork, and it's not interfering with any of the cables here. And so I do like it. It is pretty bright, and I'm looking forward to getting out for a night ride. Part of the fun in owning a bike is just making slight cosmetic upgrades. I switched these pedals out. There wasn't really anything wrong with the ones that were on there, but they did have reflectors, and I think these look a lot better on the bike. Down the road, I probably will replace the cranks here, but as is, these seem to work just fine. Now, I will be upgrading to hydraulic brakes here pretty soon. It's easy enough to do, and they're inexpensive enough to where it really doesn't break the bank. You guys can expect to see a trail riding video with this bike with the new setup, and that'll give you guys a better idea of what you can kind of expect as far as performance, because I really didn't spend a whole lot on this. If you guys are interested in this bike or any of the upgrades, I will leave links in the description you guys can check out. But so far, I'm really happy with the performance of the suspension, and I look forward to getting out on the trails. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.